Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? My name is Kyle, you know me as Dragonmar, and welcome to a new video. Today guys, we have a Hardstuck, self-proclaimed, Bronze 2 Brimstone, playing here on Split. Love watching these VODs. You guys know I'm a smoke player. Brimstone, Omen are my go-to, so I always feel like I can help with these type of VODs. And also, he said he's Hardstuck. Let's see why he's stuck in Bronze. Let's see what kind of tips that I can give to him, help him get out of here. And if you guys are also looking to get better at Valorant, well, guess what? You don't have to submit a VOD. You can just watch the videos. Make sure to subscribe. I got a lot of great stuff coming in the near future. I don't want you guys to miss it. And as always, these VODs are reviewed on the 5-star system, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. Let's take a look here at the first round. Okay, so Brimstone on Split. That smoke that he just put down there, the smoke on ropes, is probably the most important smoke to put on Split for mid takes. It is just so essential because it takes away so much of what the enemy team can do. What are they gonna do? Sit behind the box? I mean, it really takes away that entire right part. Allows you to focus over here on mail. Now this fight here, not a good fight at all. Obviously you're down in a 1v5, so it's not like you're gonna win that round most likely, but right there, no shots hit, and you shot like almost 10 times or something. So a little shaky on the aim. I understand you're in Bronze though. I'm gonna go 2 stars in this round. I think that this was more of a team failure. No one was playing together there. Obviously 2 guys die in mid early, never a good sign. And moving into the second round, so what makes Brimstone a good choice for Split? Well, first and foremost, the smokes. Obviously you can't really go wrong with smokes on Split, especially for 8 site executes. Love me some smokes on defense in mid as well. Super good. I really don't think you can go wrong with the Brimstone pick here. And the key to Brimstone on this map is making sure you stay alive for, you guessed it, your smokes. Good Brimstone players are going to be playing their lives. They're going to be staying alive to support their team with their smokes throughout the round. Those smokes are going to deny so much vision, so much map control. It's so important. In this round, you're going to pick up that first kill. Got a headshot onto the arena, not bad. We'll go 3 stars in that round. Not too much I can ask for from that pistol. So we'll go 3 there. And moving into our first gun round here on round 3. So let's check the smoke placement. Okay, that second one was a little risky. I'm curious to see what that looks like up there. Okay, it doesn't look like there is a crack in it, so that's good. Okay, gonna spot the player on the flower box there, but honestly, that kill onto Sky, really not bad at all. That was actually quite a nice kill. Good recovery. I think that they're probably need. Oh, that's not. This is weird because we've got a sage wall that doesn't really block that right side. I guess you can smoke it. I mean, I don't love it. I don't hate it. Let's check the play though here. Ooh, okay. I mean, I don't know what more I could have asked for there, right? This is actually quite a nice shot from you to be able to hit that headshot. Now, here though, potentially what you could do is you could look for the swing on the Omen if this player isn't looking at you. Now, that would take a lot of discipline to do, so I am not going to discredit you to be able to stop from shooting that Killjoy and focus the Omen that's close. That's very tough to do. I'm going to go 4 stars in that round. I think you played that round nicely. All right, so what else does a good Brimstone do? Well, first and foremost, stims, right? I love stims. So sad that we're back down to 1, or down to 1 now, I should say. I loved having 2 stimmies, but it is so nice when you're entering a site to be able to stim your teammates and let them get those boosts. It's super good. Can also help them get kills when they don't even realize it. Like, a lot of people don't realize this, but that extra fire rate can make all the difference in some kills, especially these low ranks where you're not looking for headshots. In this round though, you are going to go down pretty early to that jet, so unfortunately I'm gonna go 2 stars in this round just because we weren't really able to get anything out of it. Okay, back onto a gun round here. Throwing the stim down, we've got a smoke down. So the smoke is CT, but we're leaving heaven open. Clearing is looking pretty good. I like that clear. You look up, look down. Remember, our player was playing behind this box in the last round, so we do want to be careful here. I would have loved to have seen a teammate come with you. I really hate that you're here alone, honestly, but what can you do? Looks like 2 players in ropes there. Sage is still mid as well. Your teammates just have to come help you. Yeah, that smoke to me, I just don't think you can do that. Your Sage just needs to do something else. Sage does get a kill there, but you can't be wasting that smoke for your Sage. You got to save that for yourself. They're actually going to go Hunter down. I believe Reyna and Sky were there hunting that Sage. I mean, think about if you had an extra smoke now. You could delay this push even longer, and you know, I think that was a bit of a misplay on your part for sure. Remember guys, do not just use utility to bail teammates out or try to help a teammate across the map when they're not contributing to the play at all. Sometimes you have to be a little more selfish and realize that utility is better served for point. Check here though. So let's watch this kill again. Let's check how the aim is looking. See Sky, just not able to track fast enough. As you saw there, as you were shooting, you never were able to get that first shot onto her. So she was just moving freely, completely outstrafing your shots there. You're shooting behind her the whole time. I don't love the round. I'm gonna have to go 2 stars in this round again. Did a nice job smoking and clearing, getting into sight, but everything else after that, not so great. Okay, moving into round 6 here, down 0 to 5 already. Not looking too good, but however, I wouldn't say this is all on you in any way, right? And it's really important to understand who's at fault in your games. When you guys make big mistakes in rounds, you need to be able to take accountability for that, but you also have to know when you really aren't doing anything wrong. Now, in that last round, I think you did a little bit wrong, but overall, you haven't done anything crazy that'd be like, oh, I see why you're hard stuck in bronze. You know what I mean? And nothing stood out to me that much. But let's see here as you move into sight. So the only thing I would say, which is a little weird, is you've been the last one alive quite a bit. That's the only thing I've really taken away so far. I'm gonna watch this execute one more time because I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. We have 5 players alive. When a Killjoy ults, guys, you do not need to push, okay? Watch this push. While the Killjoy ult is going, every single player on your team dies. That, well, close to it. That's unacceptable, right? That's just not going to cut it. There has to be better communication. There has to be better teamwork. That is a horrible team round, and I don't love doing this to you, but I'm going to give you 1 star on that round for not telling your teammates to never go into that. You got to be screaming at them like, what are you guys doing? You're pushing through a small choke point into B while you have a Killjoy ult going. I just don't get it. That play made no sense to me. So 1 star. One piece of advice I'd give to you guys, and one of the reasons that I was able to get set up, to Radiant as a solo queue player is through good communication, right? And in these games, when you're playing a support, when you're playing a smoke like Brimstone, you have a lot of time to see the map, to check where teammates are as you're doing smokes and all this kind of stuff. You can direct your team. You can kind of become a leader in some ways, or the main shot caller for a team very easily. It is a good idea, in my opinion, to play smokes if you're someone who likes to make a lot of comms. Now, in this round, 2 actually very nice kills. I will say those were good Marshall kills. The one thing I'm a little concerned about is that second smoke in heaven. I want to see how that lands if we look up there at one point. I'm not sure if that's having the effectiveness that you think it is, but that was a really good round for you. I'm gonna go 4 stars there. All right, so starting round number 8, let's check here. That smoke again, you can smoke further out of heaven onto rafters a bit more. I don't think you need to keep smoking like that up there. That one I don't love too much. Another thing I want to let you guys know about is that smoke that he put down over on CT. I like smoking elbow off with it as well. Sometimes it does allow players to get into elbow through the smoke, but if players have been playing on site and are peeking you from elbow, it can be really frustrating. So you're able to smoke both off at once, just as something I like letting people know that that's an option. Okay, good info. We know Killjoy's up top. Honestly, I would have liked to have seen you react a bit faster to that. I don't love your pre-aiming the smoke either. I think you want to stay on the edge of the smoke where a player could be. Okay, so she does actually walk through and kill your teammate. Now, your teammate should have been playing way safer because your teammate knew that you had that covered. Now, if you would have died there, okay, a bit of a different story. I don't hate the play, don't love the play. I think you could have swung faster to maybe see if you can get that kill onto her. But other than that, don't aim into that smoke like that, because if she's sitting on that bomb waiting for you to walk, or on her ult waiting for you to walk in that corner, you're pre-aimed in the wrong spot and you're going to get headshot, right? So you got to be careful there. I will give you 4 stars, though, because I think you played the rest of that round well. All right. Moving deeper into this game, round 9 here. We're down 2 to 6, so we definitely want to pick up some rounds. As you guys know, split, a little tough sometimes, pick up rounds on attack. Let's see what the plan is here. So far, the B executes have not looked good. Jet gonna go in first. The enemy Jet spotted up top left. No trade from the Killjoy. Poor play from her for sure. You are still not in yet. Now you're gonna go in. Sage is gonna wall. So honestly, I don't understand. Why would Sage not have that wall ready to go beforehand, right? Like, that Sage wall is a classic wall for B takes. Everyone does it because it works. Gives you great cover and allows you to focus that Jet easier to your left, so you don't have to worry about that drop down from B heaven. But nonetheless, I don't love this Killjoy ult as well. I just don't see the point in it. I don't see the point in the Killjoy ult, but let's see how you guys end up playing the rest of this game. The Sage positioning is also not perfect. She did leave a crack in that wall, so we'll see here if you can make a play off of it. I think this is smart what you're doing. I think this is the right play. There we go. Yeah, your sage should finish that. So a good little bait. I don't know if you meant to, but that actually was a really nice play. A really good job using that teammate that was left in the round. Again, you're going a little bit late in these rounds, I think. You could support your team a bit more, but overall, a good round. I'm gonna go 4 stars there. Guys, one of the most important things I can teach you is to make sure you're trying to get trades in these rounds. When you see a teammate like that Jet dash in and shots are coming at the Jet, someone needs to be there to support that. You can't be losing 2 people like that on an entry. It is so bad. I'm actually very surprised you guys were able to win that last round after going down by 2 people right there in the beginning. But nonetheless, moving into this next round, you've done these same 2 smokes pretty much every round. I don't have a problem with it. The only problem is that if they're playing more aggressive on site, the CT smoke doesn't really do anything for you. But because these guys do seem to back off and leave some players isolated on site, you're actually able to get some decent value out of it throughout these rounds. So that's good for sure. But in a 2v1 now, okay, Skye does flash you. I don't love that you're using a smoke here. I think that we don't know the Skye is. Had she been close, there's a chance she catches you. She'll probably push through off of that. A nice read on your part and a good headshot. You know, whenever you see a Skye flash through your smoke, I mean, chances are she's coming right after it. Otherwise, why did she flash? Good read on that play. Good job getting the kills. Again, 4 stars. I don't think these rounds are amazing or perfect or anything, but you're doing enough. You're doing your job. You're getting your smokes down. But there are some minor things I think you could work on for sure. Round 11 starting here. Again, going to be orienting ourselves over towards B. It does look like this is going to be a B hit. Have not seen a lot of split pressure for you guys. It seems like you all love running 5 through B, B main, I should say. And honestly, that's a little worrying. Now in bronze, it's probably going to work. But remember, guys, at higher ranks, you can't just keep stacking like this. The other team is going to catch you off for it eventually. And this round, though, unfortunately, that Reyna will peak, go down to your Reyna. Not a very high success rate on that play, honestly. Not sure why she did that. But here, you're just going to kind of get caught in a little bit of chaos. You're getting blinded there. Just got to get back to cover. You know, you guys need maybe some heavier pressure so that they can't just swing you like that. You're staging to get this wall down quicker. Again, I think this comes down to communication, just talking with your team, making sure everybody's on the same page here so that you guys can execute this more effectively. You get that opening pick, but you guys do nothing with it, right? And that's the problem. You got to be able to follow these plays up with positive plays. So in this round, I have to go 2 stars. I think you're just dying too early and you're leaving a lot of utility and a lot of value on the table for yourself. Okay, finally, looking over at A site. So again, smoke's on A. You know, this smoke is fine. This smoke, I think that's a little bit better. Remember, guys, he's been smoking pretty deep into heaven. This time he comes out a little bit more onto rafters. You just want to be careful you don't leave any cracks in it, or you don't go too far onto one side, because then people can get some tricky flash plays through it as well, which isn't a big deal at this rank. But regardless, Reyna planting solo on site. I don't know what you're doing right now. I actually have no idea what you're doing. Okay, this may be one of the worst plays I've seen in a while. There is zero reason for you guys to completely abandon your Reyna on site. Your Reyna just 1v2'd. Had that Reyna died, that was a spike defuse for the enemy team, and they would have won that round. I hate this play. This is the wrong type of flank, the wrong type of lurk. You can't just abandon your teammate like that. You have to stay there and support them on site. I strongly dislike this play. 1 star for sure. Never, ever, ever do that again when you already have 2 players flanking. That was a round you could have lost, and it would have been entirely your fault for sure. All right, guys, so finishing up that second half, 10-7 as the scoreline with 7 assists as well. Not terrible, pretty decent. And remember, I believe they were down 0-6, so that was 6 straight rounds. Now here, a little bit slow on the rotate. I think you were kind of caught maybe just doing whatever in mid. This Jet able to fly into B, and just like that, your teammates are dead. So gotta have faster reactions here, whether it's having better comms with your teammates or maybe just pay attention more. You know, you cannot let them execute into this site like that without you being there already to support it. If you would have been on rafters or something, you probably could have caught that Jet, honestly, and maybe other people coming in. So it's gonna be faster there on those rotates. That was too easy of a pistol for the attackers there. I'm gonna go with 2 stars for that slow rotate. And remember, guys, Valorant is a game of seconds, in a lot of cases milliseconds. You have to react fast to every situation. Right here, footsteps. So good, already pulling out the molly. Now you got a shorty, you want to get closer. No, that's not the play at all. You have to just run up. You have a shorty. You're not going to snipe the Omen with it. You've already got a molly blocking people from coming through. Get up there, get in their face. If your plan is to buy a shorty, you either need to stay behind that box the whole round or hug that wall up close. You can't just sit back like that. That was not the right play. I can't believe I just saw a knife. Yeah, 1 star on that round. 1 star, even though it was an eco, you could have gotten so much more value. And listen, guys, I'm a shorty believer. I love shorties on eco rounds, but you have to play close. You can't just sit back like that and then like walk up or crouch up to a guy and like try to snipe him from 20 meters away. Never gonna work. All right. Ooh, Jet with a bad dash. Don't know what the play was there. Nice job from you though, just finishing up that kill. It wasn't pretty. You didn't get a headshot, but you got the kill and that's what matters. Oh, right here. Wow, Sage just running up with the sky in her face. And there's the problem. Everybody left mid. Everybody left heaven control. Enemy team able to take it. Gonna run out of bullets there as well. Ooh, things are not looking pretty here for sure. This has been a bit of a chaotic round. But you guys are up 3-1 at least. Let's see what the plan is. Let's see what the play is. Looking at Reyna and Jet gonna be sitting now. Where is Spike? Does anybody have Spike? I don't know. That's a bit curious. And there's Killjoy just gonna walk out and kill you. Not sure how. Let's take a peek at this. You're holding this angle. Ooh. So essentially what happens here is you're holding so tight. See that? So this is something I teach a lot of people as well, especially when I was doing coaching. Look at this. See how tight of an angle you're holding? She's able to actually literally walk past your crosshair. You try to adjust, aim way too far to the left, and she just gets a kill on you because she hits a headshot and you don't. It's that simple. Just don't hold so tight of an angle on that situation. You want to hold out a little bit more to the left there. Give yourself some leeway. Otherwise, a decent round from you. So I will give you 4 stars, but that was definitely a misplay at the end there. You just need to make sure you're not holding such a tight angle unless your reaction time is just way better. Okay, moving to the next round. So remember what I said about split is smokes are key here on defense. And Brimstone smokes with how long they last can be very nice for delaying attacks and pushes. Ooh, gonna catch that Jet running mid again. This Jet is not having the greatest of games right now. I know she got some nice kills a few rounds ago, but just kind of some brain dead play I'm looking at. Regardless, you're gonna swing out mid, get another kill. A nice round from you. I think a little aggressive on these peaks in mid, but if it's working, it's working. I'm gonna go 5. No, I'm going 4 stars in that round. I want to give you 5, but honestly, a little bit too aggressive for my liking with how close this game is. I'm gonna go 4 stars. And starting round 17, let's take a look. Let's see what the plan is here. So this time we're gonna be going 3 on A. There's already pressure coming. Smoke, there it is. Get out on rafters. Get out on rafters. No, why? What are you holding? There's a Sage wall. Oh man, now they're pushed through the wall as well. Peek that. You better peek that. There we go. Good. I'm glad you peeked that. Yeah, I thought that was an enemy Reyna too. Don't worry. Okay. Wow. A lot to talk about here so far. And body shots, but it ends up working. What am I gonna say? Ooh. Not really sure why you're pulling Molly out there. Maybe communicate that with your Sage so she doesn't die. But watch this, guys. Let's go back for a second. I think there's a lot we can talk about in this round because a lot just happened very fast. So watch this. Sage, early pressure. She needs to communicate that there's tons of people there. Whatever. Sky's gonna dog up. Wall. There is a wall. There is a wall. You do the right thing. You get the smoke down. Go out rafters. Go support that Jet in sight. Make sure she's getting those kills for free. Thankfully, she handles herself. But because you took so long, now you're stuck here in heaven. Had they put more pressure on site, they probably could have like maybe a 2 or 3 person advantage on site after they trade that out. Thankfully, these guys made a bad play. They all went up rafter into heaven here. So it ends up working for you. But this is a round where I think you want to be more aggressive. When you smoke off short A, go pressure from rafters. Create that crossfire with your player on site. I think that's one of those big brain plays. That's something I love seeing at the higher levels. That is what you should have done in that round. Yes, you get a kill on Reyna. I don't care. I'm going 2 stars in that round. I think that was a very, very big missed opportunity to make a big play. Remember, guys, there is so much more to this game than just getting kills and ending the round with a positive KD or the game with a positive KD. You have to be supporting your teammates. And when you're playing an agent like Brimstone, that is a smoke, that is a support, you need to be supporting your teammates. And the best way to do that is to make sure you're looking at that map, using your game sense to figure out where my teammates are, where are the enemies, and how can I create crossfires, how can I find isolated fights to support my teammates. In that last round, I didn't see it, and I hate seeing that. I hate when that happens because there was a perfect opportunity. But let's see what's going to happen here. This looks like a 4v2 right now. That's spiked down, I believe. And looks like the teammates are going to do pretty well. Last player spotted. And yeah, that's a free defuse. Remember what I was just saying? Remember what I said on attack, guys, about planting the spike when your teammates aren't near, or in that case where he actually ran away from his planted spike? Look at this. What is this? What is this team play from the enemy team? Hate it. I hate it. I'm gonna go 3 stars there. You didn't really get a chance to do too much in that round. I feel like I've been ranting a lot in this VOD review, but honestly, there's a lot to talk about. You know, I play a very specific style of smoke agent where I am always looking for supports, always looking for trades, finding rounds to be aggressive on. And I've actually seen that from this gameplay. I've seen those certain aggressive rounds, but there definitely seems to be a lack of knowledge, lack of game sense that's holding you back from sort of taking a few of the right plays and just making very, very simple blunders. I think on attack, I also noticed a bit of maybe baiting. And honestly, I think a lot of that comes down to communication. There's just not enough communication at this level, at this rank, to really play these supports to the fullest extent, right? To really play them how they're supposed to be played. Ooh, oh my gosh. I cannot believe she just walked through that far without getting killed. Again, please. Listen, guys, you are not 10s. Okay, your reaction time is not fast enough. Do not hold angles that tight if you're just going to let people walk on you like that. Hold wider or hold back at a further angle. Do not hold that tight. Okay, you got a little bit lucky there, in my opinion. If she would have swung that properly and not walked out of a goddamn smoke, you probably should have been dead, honestly. Let's see here, though. Great opportunity to look at this 3v3 retake. No utility from you, which sucks, because a little bit of utility here on a retake goes a long way. That Skye is up top with you. Oh, where is the game sense? Where is the knowledge? Where is the map awareness? Where is anything? Listen to the sounds, brother. You're hearing that phantom right next to you. Let's just walk this back. I know we all saw it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Jet dies. Where did she die? Right over there on the stairs. You just got to be quicker on reactions there. We have to know. When you guys hear gunshots, when you see people die, when a little thing of red flashes in the top right with someone killing someone, look on your map, figure out where it happened, and if you need to adjust. Very, very important game sense. 1 star on that round. All right, starting round 20 off here. Gonna be sitting in a different position. We haven't seen you play here yet. Guys are actually gonna stack over towards B. The problem, a lot of players on A, and honestly, I don't love this setup either. I don't know why we're stacking so hard on sites instead of playing a 2-1-2 at the very least. The reason you guys would play 2-1-2 on split, the rotate times are actually kind of long. And on top of that, you can get a very fast rotate from a player in mid, especially if they're playing in ropes. These rotates can actually be really quick and sometimes quick enough to save the points, right? To save these sites from the plants. So let's see what the play is here. 1v2. Hardest step, I believe, to your left. I would check elbow. Okay, not going to see anything. Going to end up mauling it, but that also tells them you're probably not going to push it. Ooh, but they're going to get aggressive on you. You did a nice job getting the first kill. Not able to find a second one. I think I just don't like your positioning in this round. I want to see you playing mid as Brim, not anchoring sites like that. So I am going to go 3 stars here. Like I said, you didn't really do anything wrong on the round aside from your positioning. I just wouldn't play it like this. Brim is very good at playing male, very good at playing ropes, because that way you can smoke mid and you can help smoke the sites as well without fully committing to the sites, meaning you are the primary rotate. So I don't like the positioning. All right, so moving into this next round here, gonna be smoking off a main. Classic smoke, obviously one of the first smokes you'll probably ever do on this map. Just really simple. And a great thing about this smoke, orb control. You guys want orb, if you want to farm ultimates, why not, right? It's free. And I like this. This is aggressive. Moving up here to the slanted sort of wall to the right. I like this area, but you do have to be careful of that corner to the left here in this cubby. I have found myself dying to that every now and then because people will swing that after staying there for a little bit and you won't expect it if you've pushed up. But let's see what's going to happen on this round. Okay, rotate now. Rotate now. No. Okay. Really? Did you need the ult orb there? All right. I guess. I'll let it slide. I don't love that, but you know, whatever. I was hoping the team would try to rotate over since B site's open. It looks like the enemy team might have been a bit slow on clearing that, or the spike was not in the right spot, so their plant was actually very delayed. Let's see the 2v1 though. Good stim for both players. We know Sky is directly below. Good job clearing that. That was smart. Just, can no one hear footsteps? Where is the Sky? I mean, I don't hate that you did that smoke. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, guys, that wasn't a great play from either of you. It works out. Let me explain why this was a bad play. Okay, watch this. Ready? This is a 2v1. Listen for footsteps. We know she's below. That flash directly up. She's below you 100%. She cannot go CT. She is under the rope, okay? Listen, guys, you have to have this type of knowledge, okay? You need to be able to figure out in these rounds where that final player went to. It doesn't make any logical sense that she could have gotten out of CT without you guys seeing it, meaning the only spot she could be is on site and on that rope there. And honestly, a little bit lucky not to die. I think the Jet would have won the round regardless with the defuse, but you know, whatever. 2 stars in that round for the lack of game sense again. So guys, as we watch this VOD review, I mean, I don't know what stood out to you, but it does seem like the biggest problem here for our Hardstuck bronze friend is his game sense. It just doesn't feel like he is clicking the way I want to see him click in these rounds. Let's see here what the play is. Ult the ult. Ult the ult. What are you doing? Oh, your Reyna's in there. I mean, why not, right? I don't know. Yeah, why not ult that ult? Guys, I hate to say it, but oh no, please don't lose this. Okay, listen, if you guys are gonna be playing Brimstone, Killjoy ults are very simple. If the enemy Killjoy ults, just ult it, just do it. The Reyna was in there, your ult might have saved her, and on top of that, might have allowed her to find that final kill as well. You always get good value from ulting. You can also surprise them with it as well. A lot of times they'll be playing over aggressive because they know they have that ult. You can catch them off guard. Regardless, you guys end up winning the round there, but I think that was a missed opportunity for an ult. We haven't seen really any ult value yet, so I'll go 2 stars there. Match point 12 to 10 here. Sky, okay, good smoke, quicker. Okay, could have been a little bit quicker there. Got to work on that mouse accuracy. Not sure if where that molly just went. Oh man, I don't love this. Oh gosh. Okay, see, I play this very differently. Okay, essentially what happens on these pushes, you want to take control of something. The reason you want to take control of something is because you have a player on site that you want to try to support. Look at this. You're sitting in your ultimate, like, right? I mean, there just has to be more. There has to be more. Okay. I'm just going to wait. Yeah, so there's the Reyna. Okay, not a good spray. We do kill her. Watch this. Ready? I just want to watch this one more time. I know. We just saw it. Ready? Early pressure. What do we do? Early pressure. What do we do? Immediately, either you have to ult them or smoke. I would smoke right there on that A push, and I would also smoke off the ramp push as well. I would then rotate onto rafters to then support my teammate on site and create a crossfire. Instead, you go for a defensive molly, you back off. Yes, it ends up working. Yes, the enemy team, I think, blew this round again, which seems to be their forte. But man, I want to see you get more aggressive here on defense to support your teammates. Honestly, you could have even ulted the plant. I mean, there's so much more you could have done in this round. So again, I'm just gonna go 1 star. I'm gonna go 1 star because I don't like how you played this round. I don't like how you played this round at all. 1 star. Well, guys, let's jump into the VOD review summary. I think this one's gonna be short, and I think it's gonna be sweet. When you told me you were Hardstuck in bronze, I was curious to see kind of what your gameplay looked like. Your aim looks on par for your level. I don't think there's anything wrong with what I was seeing. I think the biggest thing, just don't hold those angles so tight. You're over adjusting and you're forcing yourself to make these flick shots that you just don't have to do. So stop holding those angles so tight. That's just poor crosshair placement. But the bigger thing, I think, in all of these rounds is your positioning and your game sense, right? It's a combination of both. Obviously, positioning is a part of game sense. You guys know I talk about this a lot. Game sense, a very broad concept that kind of just covers everything not relating to aim. But the main thing here is it doesn't feel like to me, you're understanding where you should be in relation to your teammates throughout the rounds. On attack, it did feel like you maybe were baiting a little bit. You just weren't close enough, weren't getting trades, weren't really in the right spots. Now, the reason for this could be because you guys don't have good communication. I understand it's bronze. So be the difference, right? Make better calls, make better communication, talk with your team more, explain, hey, I'm gonna smoke this, you know, cover me here, or follow me in, or I'm following you in, or something. You have to be able to make those communications to find those trades, because it's so important. But on top of that, there's a lot of rounds where it feels like you just aren't checking your minimap for valuable information about where teammates are, where enemies are spotted, where people are dying, where your position needs to be. So to me, a lot of this is going to come down to your minimap awareness and just being aware of all the information you have from it. Then I also want to see better positioning overall. I really don't like seeing you anchor sites. I'd much rather you seeing you play like heaven on A here, excuse me, or maybe mid even, or B heaven. I just think there's so much value in those as a defensive player playing Brimstone. I think it's so good when you're playing support, being able to rotate fast and get smokes down on both sites. On top of that, I also really, you know, I always talk about a lot in the VOD review, but be a bit more aggressive when these initial pushes are coming, supporting that player who's anchoring site. We saw it on pistol round, and then we saw it here in one of these later rounds where you're just not getting in, you're not pushing hard enough to support these teammates. Yes, you might die on rafters on some of these fights on A, but creating that crossfire and supporting your teammate, oftentimes you're going to trade out very highly in your favor, and you sometimes will also retain site control, which is so valuable. So the biggest takeaway for me from this VOD is I need you to fix your positioning in these rounds and really work on developing that game sense, making sure you're paying attention to the positions of your teammates and where you need to be to support them, and opportunities for you to be more aggressive, right? Get those smokes down faster, move into where, just be more efficient in your play. And I think it's going to go a long way. Thanks so much for spinning the VOD. I really did appreciate it. Fun watching it. Love watching Brimstone, and I hope you learned something. And thanks to all who stuck around this long. I do appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching. Take it easy, and peace.